turn right. To be honest, I don't even know
what
I'm
here.
Hey, we finna go up here.
It's too loud. That's exactly how it is sometimes when it comes to hearing from God. Sometimes we just need to denoise. God is literally trying to talk to you, but it's so much noise that you can't hear him. It's not that he's not talking. It's just that you can't hear him. Think about it. How much louder, how much clearer do you think his voice would be if you surrounded yourself in his presence? So whether that's reading your words, speaking in tongues, praying, a meditation, etc., etc. It's not that his presence isn't near you when you're not doing those things, when you're doing quote unquote worldly things, as you would put it. Because if you're a believer, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going, whether you're going to the club, whether you're drinking, whatever it is that you're doing, if he lives inside of you, he's going too. If he's inside of you, his presence is everywhere that you go. But it's harder to hear him if your ears are blocked. It's like, you can think about it in an illustration of like, it's like he's shouting to speak to you, but you can't hear because there's so much noise. I found myself in a space where I was spending so much time doing everything but spending time with God, and then wondering why I couldn't hear him. Like if I was in the car, I'm listening to music, or I'm on the phone chatting it up. I be chatting it up. Or I have like these stories in my head, like everything's a movie, I'm a director, so it's like I got this like IMAX theater in my head. And then I get home and I'm either watching a movie on TV, or I'm playing my PlayStation, or I'm volunteering somewhere, or I'm working on someone else's project or business. I mean, and not to mention, I'm at work 9 to 10 hours out the day, and it seemed like I kept finding new ways to be surrounded by noise. Like, I bought a drum set, I bought a PlayStation, I'm volunteering in this ministry, I'm helping this person out with their business, I'm drafting up things for this person, etc., etc. And it's not that God doesn't want you to enjoy those things, because he does. He put those good things out for you to enjoy life. But you have to be conscious about your exposure and how much time you give a thing. What is your life consumed of? Your life is a direct reflection of where you spend your time. And it was so cluttered, it was making it harder for me to hear from God. And he'll still talk. He'll still talk to you. But don't you think it's much clearer to hear his voice when you're surrounded by his presence than when you're surrounded by noise? Then we wonder why the voice is so soft. I even have a video where I call it the soft voice. It was very soft to me at a point in time. Voices and sounds can seem soft when there's so much noise around it. It's like when you're at a party with your friend and like the music is playing and stuff, and like they're talking to you, like they're standing next to you, you can see them, you know that they're talking to you, but like because there's so much noise, everything they're saying seems so soft. And then you find yourself saying, huh? What'd you say? I thought I heard a voice, but I can't really tell if it was the person beside you or over there, because it all just seems so cluttered that I can't really tell where it's coming from. Like, you think you heard what they said, but you're so distracted, you're like, huh, what'd you say? I heard you, but I didn't hear you. It's the same way with God. Like, I don't know how many of y'all watch Pootie P on YouTube, but he has this segment where he goes to drive-thrus and the music is blasting. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. My music is way too loud.
I'm surprised with that too. I'm shocked to barely hear his music is really loud. I'm shocked to barely hear his music is really loud. Can you say that again? I can barely hear the music is really loud. I can't hear the music is really loud. He was like, turn it down.
Like, that's legit how goofy we sound when it's like we're cluttering our minds with so many other things, and then we're like, I can't hear you, God. Like, I don't even know what you're saying. It's too loud in here. But you're the person that turned the volume up. How much clearer is it when you, on purpose, set aside time to talk to your friend, no distractions, and you actually have a conversation with that person on purpose? You can hear them a lot clearer because your attention is on them. It's not that they weren't talking before, it's that it's so much noise you couldn't hear them. We make this so deep, but it's really not. It actually makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it. Be on purpose with your relationship with God. He wants to reveal some things to you. He wants to show you some things, but you gotta be looking. He wants to tell you some things, but you gotta listen. He's talking. Remove the clutter. It's too loud. Get rid of the noise. Maybe you need to take a sabbatical. Maybe you need to evaluate where you spend the most of your time and fast from that thing or that person so that you can put God back in the center. People and activities aren't bad. They're there for you to enjoy, but don't let it clutter you so much that you make it harder for you to hear from God. As always, man, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up down below though. Comment, tell me some ways you plan on decluttering your life. What are some things you could do to get rid of the noise? And please share with a friend. I'll see you guys next week, but I appreciate y'all and I will see you in the next video.